Hey everyone, welcome back to the Art2Life vlog. Today I am going to talk a little bit about a finish that I use a lot, and it's with cold wax. Now, cold wax, this finish can be used on acrylic paintings, it can be used on oil paintings, but one of the things that I found is that often it takes two coats, and this is not something that I really talk about, but I'll show you how I apply it. And what's beautiful about it is you can kind of polish it and it can create just a really nice, it's not a glossy finish, but it's like a matte, almost like a riverstone finish. It's quite beautiful. And again, you can use this for acrylic paintings or oil paintings. However, you can't paint on top of cold wax with acrylic because it's an oil finish. Acrylic doesn't stick to things that are oily. So let me show you this. So this is the product I use, is a Dorland's wax medium. It's basically wax with turpentine added to it, and it's cold. And I've already I've rubbed a coat of wax on it already, so I'm going to demonstrate it again. I'm going to put two coats on it. I've rubbed a thin coat on. I'll show you how I rub it on. You let it dry about 20 minutes, polish it, and then I do a second coat. So I'm about to do the second coat right now. I'm just gonna work in this wax into all the surfaces one more time. This just gives it a really even finish. I like to do two coats on something like this. This is actually an acrylic print, and it's got a lot of texture to it. So it's hard to get the wax everywhere in all the pores on the first try. So I like to do two coats. So now it's dry and I've got two coats on here and I'm polishing the second coat, and you can see it's got kind of this really beautiful luster. But it's not too shiny, but it's really, really rich. So it's pretty cool. It's a great finish. So let me know in the chat if you've tried this before, if this works for you. What I like about it is that it's not plastic in feel, right? Wax is it's such a natural, gorgeous surface. So I use it a lot. I use it on large paintings. I use it on my sketchbook. I use it everywhere. Also, you guys, coming up, this coming Wednesday, we have an amazing podcast episode. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but now when we're doing the podcast with my guests, most of them are live and we're making art. So it's this really cool invitation to come and make art. When this podcast comes out, you can see what the guest is making, see what I'm making. Sometimes we're swapping. My guest this coming week is Raquel Baldocchi, amazing artist. She's in my building. It's incredible. She's been making all these papers. She's no longer, almost really rarely, directly painting. She's making papers, making prints, thin paper, collage, and she's painting with all these scraps she makes. So it's really cool and it's really fun to make art with her. You're going to love her. Check it out. It's coming out on Wednesday. And for those of you who are interested in the retreats that are coming out this year in October, just go to artlifedream.com. We have two extraordinary workshops, one in Morocco and one in Mexico. And these are retreats, these are life changers, and we really help you clarify what, giving you art making principles and all that. But really this is about dropping into what it is, what's the most congruent for you? What do you need to make? Where are you going with your work? How to get ahead on that. It's really about a transformation, and that's what we deliver in these workshops. So if that sounds like something you want to experience, check that out at artlifedream.com. It's going to be amazing. And thanks so much for being here. I hope you get out into the studio today and make some art. Okay, thanks everybody. Hey everyone, if you found this helpful, I have a whole lot more to teach, share, and inspire you with every single week. So join the Art2Life YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below. Okay, let's do this. Awesome.